Welcome to today's video. Today I am bringing you guys a much requested video. To be honest, one that I thought I would never do on my channel. I am going to be giving you a full thorough review on the Dyson Airwrap, this guy right here. The reason I say that I thought I would never be doing this is because when this product launched, which it's been a little while, I got a lot of requests to do this video. And I'm not gonna lie, I looked at the price, it's $549, and I thought, nope, not gonna happen. It's a lot of money. And I, at the time, and I still do, love my T3 dryer and my round brush, the way that I styled my hair. I kind of have it down. So I was kind of like, if it's not broke, why fix it? And it's a really expensive product. And I just didn't think that I was gonna purchase it. But lo and behold, a girls' weekend about 3 or 4 weeks ago, we went to lunch, had a couple glasses of wine, and then went shopping. And I'll just leave it right there. I left with this guy, and I have been testing it for several weeks now. I have used all the attachments in it. I have filmed myself using all the attachments in it, and I have very, very concise opinions and thoughts about this product. Now, I want to say before we get into this video that I do not take recommending a product that is this expensive lightly, okay? I feel like a lot of we beauty channels, you know, we test new products, and you know, I'll test products in my favorites videos, and then 3 days later I'm like, oh my god, I love it, I love it, I love it. It might be a $15 lip gloss and I love it. When it comes to a product like this, if I'm going to tell you guys I love it, I better love it. Now, I'm not gonna say that I love it. Let's just spoil it right there. I'm not gonna say that I love it. I'm going to give you my experience with it, then you guys can kind of form your opinion on if you think it's something that you want to spend your money on or you want to pass, okay? So I think the best way to roll this video out is to kind of talk about each attachment, and I will kind of insert some B-roll of me using that attachment, and I'll talk about the pros and cons so that you guys kind of can see the full picture. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh my gosh, I love this, everyone has to have it, because I don't believe that, but I do love certain things. I love my hair today. I love my hair today. However, I didn't love my hair other days that I use it, and I'm gonna talk about that right now. So this is what the product looks like. When you purchase it, it actually comes in, let me move this so you guys can see. I'm gonna take the dryer out, but when you buy it, it actually comes in this really beautiful box. It is pretty impressive. I mean, I guess that makes you feel better about the cost, but I felt better about it. I was like, oh, that's pretty. And then you open it up and you have all the attachments inside. And then you also have, of course, the handheld dryer part right here. Now it comes with, how many attachments? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It comes with 8 attachments. Let's talk about the first attachment, which is actually the dryer. So this is what the base looks like. And on this side here, this is the on-off button. So you can turn it on, and then when you push it up here, it goes to a cool mode, which I'll explain later when I use it. And then here you have the temperature. So you have cool, then you have warm, and then you have really hot at the top. And then here you have basically like the speed. So there's 3 different, like, I guess, speed or airflow levels, I guess you could call it. And then on the other side is the button where you can unlock and lock the attachments. So the first attachment it comes with is the actual kind of like basic dryer. So you just pop this on like that, really easy. Just pop it on and turn it on, and then you can start to blow dry your hair. I'm gonna insert B-roll as I'm doing this video so you guys can really see. Now, compared to my T3 dryer, my T3 is much hotter. This, one of the pros I see on the site is that this is less heat, therefore less damage to your hair. It's definitely less heat. I was expecting it to take longer to dry my hair, to be honest, but when I actually did a comparison, I did half my hair with my T3 and half my hair with the Dyson. I recorded it and I timed it, of course, because I'm seeing the video, you know, and this was like 30 seconds quicker. I mean, pretty much the same time. I'm not gonna say this was like way quicker than a T3, but I was impressed that it was at least as quick as the T3, because I completely expected it to take an extra minute or a few minutes longer to dry. So it does not. You turn it on and I mean, it's pretty, yeah, it does a pretty good job of drying the hair. So before you use any of the attachments, it's recommended that you use this attachment first and dry the hair to like 80%, you know, so it's not soaking wet anymore, it's damp. It's really gonna help these attachments perform better, take less time, and just give a smoother blowout. So So that is what this attachment does. Now let's talk about the next attachment, which is the one that I would probably be using the most, and it is this guy right here. So it's similar to a round brush. This is how I normally style my hair. I grab my T3, you'll see a video. I grab my T3 and I use a big fat round brush. It's actually bigger than this. And I compared the two. So I parted my hair. This side I did the Dyson with this attachment, and the other side I did my T3 with my big brush. Now, I loved, and like 80% of you guys loved, the side with my T3 and my round brush better than this, because I got on stories that day and I asked you guys a poll, and you, like 80, maybe it was like 76% of you said the side with the big brush. Now, I think that although I was impressed, this, as far as timing, they both took about the same time. Again, I kept thinking for some reason this was going to take longer because it wasn't as hot, but it really didn't. But I think the reason I didn't like this as much is because the size of my other brush is bigger. This is smaller, so it just made the curl under my hair a little too curly. I like it to be big and like have a lot of volume, not necessarily a lot of curl. And this one gave it more curl to it. So I did prefer my dryer and round brush is kind of the summary when it comes to this attachment. Now, if you are someone with shorter hair, and I have very thick hair, okay? So if you have like thinner hair or more fine hair, this was probably gonna perform differently for you than the way that it did on me. And I think that it would probably perform better. But I will say, comparative, I like my round brush better. Okay, so let's move to the two brush attachments. Now there are two brush attachments, and to be honest, I'm not quite sure the difference between the two. On the box it says, you know, I mean, the difference is very minimal. I really don't understand the difference between the two. Now I did try these one day. I don't think I have a video of it, but I did try these one day where I dried my hair with the Dyson about 80%, and then I just used these to dry the rest of it. And I didn't love my hair that day. I like a lot of volume. I like my hair. You guys have seen me when I get my hair done. I like you to see the layers. I like to use a round brush. I like that volume. This doesn't give you that volume. This is gonna give you a more smoother look and a little bit flatter. So it made my hair straighter. It looked smooth and styled. It wasn't frizzy at all. It looked nice, but it wasn't the style that I prefer. However, I do really like these attachments for next day hair. So let's say I dry my hair, I use my normal round brush and my T3. The next day I exercise and I get real sweaty at the scalp. I don't want to wash my hair again. So what I will do is I will take a few products. I like the Oribe Mistifier product. It's like a restyling product. And I will spritz my hair. First I will section my hair as if it were wet. Of course it's dry, it's just sweaty. I will section it off as I normally do to dry it. And then I'll just spray the ends with the Mistifier. And then I'll use one of these brushes and I will turn the dryer on. I'll just pop it on and I will turn the dryer on and I will just go and kind of refresh and restyle my hair, and it works like a charm. The first day that I tested this, I had kind of made my mind up, honestly, because the first test I did was with this guy, and I kind of made my mind up after that, like, I don't love this. I don't love it. Like, maybe I'll take it back. I know we all have different opinions on returning things, but $550, I was thinking I was gonna take it back. But after I used this product, after I used this attachment, I forget which one it was. Honestly, they're very similar. I thought, well, you know, this would be a good product to have on my gym days or my workout days, which honestly, you know, my hair, I'm restyling it more than I'm actually washing and drying it. So even though it's like a restyling brush, it's still something that I would use more than I would actually use my T3 and round brush, if that makes sense. So this kind of changed my tune. I thought, well, this is helpful and it works well, but is it really worth keeping it just for this? That was kind of my thought. And I still was on the fence of, no, I don't think it is. So that is how that attachment is. Now, then I changed my tune here. So when I had this product demonstrated for me at Nordstrom before I bought it, she sat me down and put this on, and it seemed extremely confusing. And she told me to put it on dry hair. She said, make sure your hair is totally dry and then do it. When I actually watched a video on like Dyson's YouTube channel or somewhere, it was like an official Dyson tutorial, it said to dry the hair about 80 or 90% and then do it. So I don't think you want it to be completely dry, which actually makes more sense to me. So it comes with 4 attachments. Now, they're not 4 different sizes. It's basically 2 sizes. it's two sizes. So you have two of the same size, two of the same size. The difference is the airflow. So this is really confusing. I'm gonna try not to confuse you. I'm actually gonna leave a link to the Dyson tutorial in the description box because it's gonna be way better than I can explain it. But these are the same size, but you can see that the arrows are pointing different directions. That is the very confusing part. Today I use these attachments and I really love my hair. This is kind of what I go for when I'm trying to use a curling iron, but I never get this volume, this full look. I get a very like real curled and kind of wacky style when I use a curling iron. When Gracie does it, it looks beautiful and flawless. When I do it, it's like a toss-up. Is it gonna look good or is it gonna look crazy? Today was the first time that I attempted this and I really love it. So I can only think that it's gonna get better and better as I get more comfortable with this device. But it is very confusing. You put it on. When I first started this morning, I put this on and you turn it on and you have to use small sections. I was trying to use larger sections and it wasn't working. You really have to use smaller sections, which for me is kind of not so great because I have a lot of hair. But I would say my total hair took me about 10 minutes. And then you basically want to put the hair about, so this is wrong. Okay, let me try this side. Okay, there we go. So you take a small section and you want to put the hair about like, you want to leave the end. You don't want to go all the way to the end. You want to leave so there's some end and you want it to face the arrow. So do you see how the arrow is facing this way? That's the direction you want to like place it with the hair. Once you place it there and have it on, I don't have it plugged in, it's automatically just going to kind of like grab that hair. Then you just move the wand to you. You don't actually turn it. You just kind of move it to you and you let it sit there for a few seconds, and then before you take it out, you push the button up to the cool setting so it blasts like cool air to kind of set the curl. Then you can turn it off and pull it out, and that's how I styled my hair today with this. And now I kind of stand corrected, you guys. I think this is probably the first time that I have been so on the fence about a product. I think that if this product were half the price, it would be a definite love it, I'm keeping it. I think I'm keeping it. I want to be able to style my hair like this, but I struggle with a curling iron so bad. And to me, I really, really love this. And I think that it's only going to get better as I get practice. So, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. And I know that I've hopped on stories multiple times over the last 2 weeks telling you it's not worth it. I don't think I love it. And I've been so like, back and forth on it. But I just wanted to be really careful before recommending a product at this price point. I just wanted to really give you guys all the facts so that you can decide if it's something you want to buy or not. So that is my thoughts on this product. I don't know if that's helpful. I don't know if some of you guys were wanting like a definite yes, get it, it's so worth it, or a no, pass, it's definitely not worth it. I don't have that. I don't have that conclusion, honestly. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I think today's style was what pushed it over the edge for me of yes, I'm gonna keep this product. I think it could be a great thing to put on your Christmas list for sure. But that is my review of this product. I think overall, in summary, what I will say about this is that if you buy it, expect to have a learning curve. You're gonna have to kind of like master, especially that curling. That's the most difficult one, right? The others are pretty easy to use, but if you're buying it for that curling attachment, just expect to have a learning curve because it's not super easy. But this was my first attempt today. This was my first real attempt today, and I have to say, I kind of love it. So that's kind of my final thoughts and summary. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I know it's not a straight, yes, it's worth it, or a straight, it's a pass. I'm kind of here in the middle. I'm gonna keep it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. If you own this product, let us know in the comment section below your experience, your true, honest experience. What do you think? Do you think it's worth it? Do you regret buying it? Do you love it? Let us know if you have any tips for using it, because I think that, while my opinion and my advice might be helpful for some of you, it's really great, I think, for us all to kind of share our experiences and have some conversations down below. So as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.